Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Doyle, or Doyle for short, and I am joined by my co-host.
Oh, sorry, Gentry.
Oh, you prankster. What are you doing? You're trying to
I was expecting you to say
my
more.
plans at the intro? No, there's no joke. There's no joke now. There's no joke here. You're Gentry. That's it.
Okay.
And today, we're having the crack. We're always having the crack, but today, we're having the crack. We're in line with our new company policy. We are going to be chatting about games, news, life, and everything.
And lack of wit.
Not everything. And lack of wit, yeah. We don't have time to talk about everything in the world, because that'll take quite a while. Probably take like 40 minutes. And we don't really want to stretch
45.
maybe, in that time. So, before we get underway, subscribe to us on YouTube with the notification bell on.
Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/lackofwit.
We stream on Mondays at 11 p.m. GMT, Wednesdays at 11 p.m.,
and
Saturday at
Saturdays.
6 p.m. We were thinking at Minecraft Mondays. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Gentry's loving playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I can play Minecraft forever.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And Instagram.
Join us on Discord. I mean, none of you ever listened. I mean, we got 50 people. Our numbers have been decreasing. Our line graph, if you looked at our channel as a line graph, it's just a big fucking line down. Because I can't harass people in school. Although, my theory was right. I stopped spamming people on Snapchat and the number didn't change. So if you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it. If you're not, you're not. So. Drinking out of the Gentry mug that Gentry got me for Christmas. Pretty cool.
Everything's bigger in Dallas.
I'm exhausted, and it is 10 to 2 in the morning. But we gotta get
The day before uploading this.
on a Friday. Well, no, it's the day of uploading this technically, because it's.
Oh
10
yes,
to 2.
for you, not me.
But
It's only like 8 o'clock for
I'm
me.
in the right time zone. But yeah, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat, lads. Will we have a chat? We will. We've got some cool new channel update stuff that we want to let everybody know about. Again, sorry if I sound tired. It's because I am. Gentry, tell us about the new merch you've been designing.
So, today, I was looking at merch, and I found a couple stores that I like.
Online retailers.
Yes. 2 places that will print on demand merch for us. Both have very exciting options, so they're just different. So some of them overlap a little bit, but we have one that's primarily going to be for apparel, I think, because they have more options as far as clothing. And then the other one is for your more miscellaneous stuff. Like I know there was like a phone case, a portable battery, a shower curtain, a yoga mat, beach towel.
There was a duvet cover that I might
Yes.
get when I figure. But I mean, it's like 80 fucking euros.
No, it's 70 before our bit. If I buy it off our account, we don't pay our premium.
Oh, well,
So.
but you have.
I mean, we just get it back anyway, but like it's easier.
It's like what 70
Yeah.
and shipping, so it's still probably around 80.
Yeah. But still,
So
it's giant fucking
lack
lack of wit.
Lack of wit fucking duvet cover. That'd be sick.
Yeah. For the Lackwood Hotel. But what if we had an Airbnb that was just Lackwood themed?
Gentry, you're getting off topic.
Yes, but that would be cool. But the apparel one, I kind of already started on it. We're using Teespring, I think, for clothing. I made a couple mock-ups of an all-over print that it's the star background, so it's got like the teal with the gradient with the stars, but then it has the Lackwood logo right on the front, and it's nice and big. But I've ordered an all-over print from Teespring before, and they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice quality. It was looking to be about $30 for a shirt like that, which is kind of a lot for a shirt, but it's cool as hell. So
it's like 25 euros for those who speak proper language.
it was $30, or I was considering putting it down to like about $25.99 because I could change the prices a little bit. But yeah, that was. I'm not looking to really make money off this. I kind of just want to get merch. But
yeah, it's like a resource. Because I mean, look, we have 50 viewers now.
Yeah, like
and we're not expecting much.
I'm not really expecting to get money, but like $2 a shirt. I mean, sure, I'll take it. So at $25.99, we get like $2 a shirt. But they're pretty cool. Teespring offers a lot of different colors and shirts, so I'm gonna probably make like a standard t-shirt, which is just a dark teal or a dark blue with the logo on it. I'm gonna have the all over print. I'm gonna have something like that for hoodies. You know, I was looking at they had leggings, they had a sports bra, they had socks. I actually want to do socks because I love socks. I love cool socks. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, and then eventually I'm gonna start moving into more custom design stuff. That isn't just me slapping the logo on a t-shirt and calling it a day. But that's gonna be a little more difficult because I have to find places that are actually gonna supply that, and the more custom it is, the harder it is to find something like that. So I just kind of have to keep doing research. They can do some of the cool custom t-shirts like I was telling you about. I had a couple ideas for t-shirts. I kind of want to get them on paper before I start talking about them too much. Oh, excuse me. But they can do those, but like a Letterman jacket, I don't think they can do that. They definitely can't do a bomber jacket with embroidery on the back. So
no, nobody gets those except us.
Yeah. But I still have to find a supplier for stuff like that. But yeah,
if you've got any suggestions or personal experience, please leave your comments down below.
Yeah, I actually had a dude come into work today and tell me about Pixels, which is our other source for the miscellaneous goods.
And you say you wanted to do it all through Etsy, so you could just have one place?
Yeah, I don't know if this breaks some terms of service thing, but I'd have to look at it. But I was thinking about consolidating all through Etsy. So like I pick the ones that are good. So like on Pixels, you can buy a mug, but the mug has this weird white stripe on the back, and if you didn't look at it in 3D view, you wouldn't know it. So like I wouldn't put that on our Etsy because that does not look good. So I would kind of prune it, so like I wouldn't do some of the apparel from Pixels because it doesn't look as good as the Teespring. So I would kind of prune through it, find the ones that are good, and then put the listings up on Etsy. You place an order through that. You pay for it all. You give me your shipping address, and then I would place the order and send it to you directly through them, instead of trying to have other people navigate through 2-3 different stores, because I eventually want to also have stuff like stickers and buttons that aren't going to be done through either of those. And bookmarks, I want to start making bookmarks. So stuff like that I'm going to be making, I want to be able to also add that in the same place to make it easier for people to find.
I think it'd be cool if we had new designs as well that isn't just a logo.
Yeah, no, I'm working on some of those. I was thinking about making stickers that were the emojis. Like Slimy Frog, Pilot Doyle, stuff like that.
I don't know if we have permission to use Slimy Frog. We can't really sell that image because it's not ours.
I'll flip it and then it's mine. But no, we'll use a Slimy Frog with the little glasses.
Copyright. Incognito Slimy Frog?
Yeah, we'll do that.
That's the merch anyway. That's all to play for. It's still up.
Oh yeah, and I'm redrawing the logo huge. They're like 8,000 by 8,000 pixels. And then I think you should focus
on drawing things that would fit on t-shirts instead of just the logo in all sorts of different fucking sizes.
No, but I really need a high quality version of the logo like that anyway. So.
Isn't the logo in like 4K?
No, it's a 2048 by 2048, I'm pretty sure. That was the original size. Although it blows up pretty well. It blew up to 7,000 pretty well.
Cool.
It just doesn't compress well.
I also wanted to give a quick little wee update. I did say before that I wanted to make it so you could see us, and how that would be cool. Yeah. I've ran the numbers. Money. I have figured out the literal fucking cheapest way to do it. Like, I was cutting every single corner imaginable. And it would still cost me about, what was it, 115 euros? So, I mean, it's not viable right now. I have the money. I don't want to spend it. Because I've got more important things than green screens and lights. I wouldn't even be buying a camera. Eventually, there was a camera I was eyeing up that was super nice. It had did 4K video on 24 frames a second, cinematic job, or 1080p 60, and it looked really good, high quality camera, which would have put me back if I was to buy it. If I was to get Gentry to buy it, just give them the money, because it's more expensive here than it is in America. If they were to ship it to me, I mean, you're still looking at $500 fucking dollars plus shipping. So about $500.
We just need to sell 250 shirts.
It's not easy, and I'm restricted by the confines of my bedroom right now. Because while everybody should be constricted to the confinements of their house, stay at home.
Please.
I don't exactly have a lot of playroom. There's no office space or studio space in my house. All I've got is my bedroom. And my bedroom is small. Very small. So even, it would be hodgepodge anyway. I mean, I think it still would be serviceable quality. I was going to use the camera on my phone. Now that sounds bad, but the Google Pixel 2 XL, when it came out in 2017, it had the best camera on a phone in the world. But that was 3 years ago.
Everything had the best camera on the phone in the world at some point.
No, but the Pixel 2 XL did have the best camera. If you looked at the reviews back from 2017.
Okay.
Android gets a lot of shit for their cameras because apps don't know how to fucking use them properly. But they are high quality cameras. So yeah, I'd be using that and a green screen, and I'd get a dimmer light for my room. That I could also change. I was getting a smart light so I could change the color for it for my streaming, and then have it be like a dim white light for when I'm recording this, and then I'd have an actual white light for my face. And I mean, it'd be cool. I'd have the table out and have the microphone on it, and it'd be cool to have the wearing the merch. That'd be cool too.
Oh yeah, we wanted to do at least the first episode wearing merch, so I gotta get on that. Not
the cool embroidered bomber jackets that we will eventually get. Oh, Jesus,
we are getting those. We are absolutely getting those. There's no doubt about it. I will find the one person in the world who will do a custom embroidered jacket. I will find someone. I will fucking talk to people at cons. I will talk to anyone.
It's gonna cost so much money though.
I'm expecting at least $150, if not $200 a jacket.
I mean, I think that'd be more. Considering that, I mean, it would cost that much to buy a jacket, but you have to pay the person to make two of them. And you have to work in labor as well as the price of the jacket. I'm thinking more like $600 for both of them.
Together or each?
Yeah. Together, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
It.
Anyway, that's the state of Lacko at the moment. Hopefully. I mean, I may just bite the bullet and just fucking buy the stuff. But I don't have a lot of money, lads. I'm 18. I don't have a job. I'm very much still in school. The only source of income I have right now is reading shitty stories from people. And I mean, they're really bad. And it's a very stressful process on top of all the work I'm getting. And I'm making pennies doing it. So you can't expect much. I mean, I say this like we've expecting fans, but like I said, 50 people watched the last episode. And we were going to change the thumbnails. That's right, I forgot. We're going to change the thumbnails to try and attract more people. Because I am convinced that if you look at trending...
Should I have to make that?
You don't. I mean, you literally just don't have to do anything. That's the whole beauty about it. If you look at the trending and look at what catches people's eyes, it's either I shot my grandma for $2 million, Mr. Beast challenge. And it's like somebody's face and they've got the dick suck mouth.
What?
Or it's completely minimalistic.
What are they doing, Andrew?
Dick suck mouth, like that. You can't see us, but eventually you will. Or they have got the red arrows and the circles everywhere. Or they've got, it's just really minimalistic. And the picture itself draws you in. And I want to try and bank on that. Have a tiny little thing in the corner that's got like it. And then just you'll be able to see the image. And the image is the highlight of the whole operation. I think that's probably better. Now, I think it's kind of nice, but I feel like the images we have right now, it would almost look good as like an intro transition before the actual episode, like if it was a fully edited thing. But I don't think it works as a thumbnail. Like if we had a thumbnail and then
Rip
it would
the
like it
TF2
started
font.
into that.
It's last.
Yeah, rip the TF2 font.
It's
That's
last
it. Actually,
grasp on lack of wit is finally failing. It's holding on by one finger.
So no more TF2 font. We've been speaking a while about the State of the Union. Let's actually talk about what we're supposed to talk about. How about that? Excuse me. I'm yawning. Anyway. I know people care that much, but I wanted to get it on the record. So, what are we talking about? We talking about games first. And we talking about games, or we talk about games first? Let's segue. Let's segue into games. The first big news, and this is kind of hilarious, The Last of Us 2 got pretty much completely leaked on the internet.
We're not spoiling it.
Okay, I won't spoil it.
We're not spoiling it.
If you want to look up what happens, if anybody's interested, look it up yourself. We won't
just tweet about it, and some bot's gonna spoil it for you anyway.
Let's just say that nobody liked it. Nobody liked it, and it was super, super woke, like super.
Not
woke.
like
I don't.
Not like even in a somewhat good way, just in a way over the top.
Like what the fuck you doing type way.
Like whoa,
how
there.
Do you think
chill.
anybody was gonna accept this? The story is. It's not 100% verified, but it seems. No, I'm not the story. The story of the leak, you dummy. Not the story of the actual game.
The story of the game is.
No, the story seems to be that a disgruntled employee leaked it, and it seems fairly credible because they leaked like dev builds, like videos of dev builds and cutscenes, which I don't think anybody outside the team would have access to.
Apparently, you got treated like shit.
You got treated like shit. The crunch time culture in Naughty Dog was toxic, and I read this now. They had a severe NDA thing. Like you can't not like you can't leak games. It's more as you can't talk about what happened, like company relations wise in the company, or else they'd withhold your last paycheck. So if you left the company because let's say you got treated like shit. Or even as extreme as there was some sort of like harassment involved, and that's why you left. You couldn't tell anybody about it, or else your last paycheck would be withheld because all of that in-house stuff, like between employees, you couldn't talk about. Like it was that bad.
So you couldn't go. Karen fucking left her papers in the trash can overnight and then put it in mine the next morning so it would look like I did it. You couldn't even say that.
They literally just wouldn't pay you. And
so is that why the dude, he probably left and then got his last paycheck and then went okay and then just started doing his thing?
They don't know who it is. I mean, because when they find out, he is in so much legal trouble. Like he's gonna get sued out the arse. So it was a big risk. Apparently,
but was it worth it?
I'm not sympathetic though.
To shine light on the horrible culture that is game development in 2020.
The whole like cancel culture lived very strongly apparently inside of Naughty Dog, where now and this isn't spoilers, but the main enemies of the game, they're homophobic Christians, and they had a lot of Christian people in the staff who felt like, oh, I'm not like this. What's going on? And they couldn't speak up about it, or else they'd be called bigots and you're this phobic, you're that phobic. And so people had to keep their mouth shut because their job was on the line. So they had that kind of hanging over them. And the guy Neil Druckmann, I think he's the like vice president of Naughty Dog, something. I think he's vice executive producer, some fucking company names. You know, they've got so many fucking titles. Fuck.
He was some dude in the company.
His modus operandi of making games seems like it sucks anyway. Like throughout this happening, my favorite image was of his face, and I was like, we don't use the word fun when making video games. And then, like, there's a picture of Reggie Fils-Aimé, the former president of Nintendo of America, and it's on his is like, we don't, if it's not fun, why bother?
What's the point?
And then there was another one I saw where my personal politics very much influences the endings of my games, from Neil Druckmann, and then another one of Reggie Fils-Aimé. Politics is for other people. We want people to enjoy playing our video games. So I've been watching a lot of Did You Know Gaming recently, and I've come to respect Nintendo a lot more as an actual like games company. Like, Nintendo are the only one that they don't release it's just a console that plays games with beefier specs every 5 years. Nintendo are innovating all the time. Every one of their consoles, it's an innovation. It's trying something new, and it's
different.
fucked up, and it's
I mean,
failed.
look at the fucking Wii. What the fuck was that?
And that
It was a good fucking console.
That inspired the push to like kind of motion control.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody else was doing it. Wii was the first one. I mean, probably not the first one, but the first one to do it successfully.
How do you think, if the Wii hadn't
innovative.
come out, what do you think the state of VR would be like today?
Oh, nowhere near. Nowhere near. People saw that,
Incredible.
oh shit, the Nintendo Wii sold over 100 million consoles. There's something in here. An Xbox to Xbox One X, PlayStation to PS4 right now, PS4 Pro. It's just a box that plays games, that gets more efficient at playing games as the years go by. People in Nintendo are making new shit every year.
I mean,
The
at
Switch,
least
holy
fucking
shit, that was a fucking innovation.
didn't the PS4
Nintendo DS.
have the fucking VR thing?
Yeah, but if you look at their controllers, they were just the Wii controllers, and they had them since the PS3.
Yeah, they had a ball
So,
game,
I mean,
didn't they?
Yeah, it's just a weird little funny ball, and it read the light instead of infrared, I think. But yeah, we're getting off topic. Nintendo is cool. My phone's being spammed. Hope that doesn't appear.
It's your
on the-
Viber, dude. Get it to me
Maybe.
now.
Anyway.
Get it to me now.
Oh God, it's
Give me
so
my thing for
stressful to keep working my brain.
$5.
That's why I upped my prices. I had to. Like I was.
He
my
was
brain
getting
been fried
paid
to read.
criminally low prices, and I told him
I
not
was
to
getting
do
paid
that.
$4 to read like thousands of words, and it was just, I was like, what am I doing? Anyway, we're getting off topic. Talking too much about us. We're professionals, gentry. We conduct ourselves as such.
We're already
on, we're
at
talking about
22
news here.
minutes.
That's all right. Valorant already has cheaters. This one
What
I
a
thought was hilarious.
surprise.
Valorant was like, yeah, our anti-cheat has kernel-level access to your computers, which essentially means it could read like your whole fucking shit. It could read what programs are running. It could read through all your folders. In theory, if there was an exploit, when you install a virus or malware or something onto your computer, it has kernel-level access, or it tries to attempt to get kernel-level access. Valorant's anti-cheat has the same thing. It can read through all the folders and all this. And now while Riot were saying, oh, well, sure, we're not going to fuck you over. If a hacker was able to use that as a gateway into somebody's computer, and I would fucking bet both of my testicles that somebody is trying to do that right now, they would have a complete door in your computer. Like that. It's literally just a pathway. Now, Riot have since said, oh, well, you can turn it off now when you're not playing Valorant, which is interesting. But there's, even after all that, they're saying, oh, if you can find an exploit with our kernel thing and you can, it makes your computer vulnerable, we'll give you $100,000. It's like, whoa, there's already aimbotters and wall hackers in Valorant, and it's in closed beta. Valorant is in closed beta, and you can only get it through like watching fucking Twitch channels with drops enabled. It's the only way you can get keys right now. And there's still fucking aimbotters and wall hackers. Not released to the public. Very select. Very few people. Already people cheating. So like,
I mean, within
Riot
the
were
first
fucking-
day, someone fucking hacked Pearson's Valorant account and
oh Jesus.
took his fucking key within a day of him getting it. It was hilarious. He got it back, but it was
Hackers
still funny.
and
It's like
cheaters
someone's stealing my Minecraft.
are doing this to spite Valorant. Valorant and Riot were like, yeah, fuck you hackers. You can, we're the best at anti-cheat software. You can't touch us. Fucking already people are getting hacked. Even with all their stuff. So I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was quite funny. I mean, if you wave the carrot in front of the donkey's face, the donkey is eventually going to kick you in the nuts and take the carrot. Fact.
Also, you know what else is funny about Valorant?
What's funny about Valorant, Gentry? Tell me.
The Overwatch League MVP from last season, Sinatra, has retired from Overwatch and gone to Valorant in closed beta before he even actually got his Overwatch League MVP award. He literally, like, he just had he's supposed to get a skin in game in Overwatch based on him and San Francisco Shock, and he quit before he even got that.
Because he doesn't care. Well, I take it there's some sort of Valorant team that paid him.
I don't know. I don't remember who he joined.
People are putting a lot of
It might have
eggs
been
in this
like
basket.
Luminosity or something.
I think Valorant is going to be like Apex, and eventually people are going to stop fucking caring because it's not revolutionary enough to change it. Remember Lawbreakers? Lawbreakers, guys? Exactly. Remember what was it? I can't even remember. It was called Battleborn. Remember Battleborn?
No.
Yeah.
Paladins?
Exactly. People are still playing Paladins because it's free. Apex is the Fortnite killer. Nobody's fucking playing Apex.
I like Apex.
Watch out, lads.
I like
CSGO
Apex.
is not going to be toppled. No, Apex is fun. CSGO is not going to be toppled by this game. The only reason why it's so popular right now is the only way to play it is to like watch it on Twitch, which is artificially inflating numbers because those are just bots playing reruns all the time.
Oh, no.
There's so
Twitch
many of
banned
them
that.
just bots.
Twitch stopped that. They are permanently banning you from drops being enabled on your stream if they catch you abusing the system.
Well, that's interesting, but that's not people watching though. That makes sense for people streaming, but there's still people watching just so they can play the game, as opposed to they're watching because they want to. So yeah, Valorant. I don't recommend it. Fuck you, Riot. Although I had an interesting one actually on the subject of Valorant that I'm going to bring up because I got into a Twitter argument over it and I thought it was hilarious. There was a PC Gamer article came out it was from the executive producer of Valorant, and it's a lady, middle-aged woman, 2 kids. She's like, I don't solo queue because I don't like the sexual harassment that I face when playing on my own, like playing with strangers. And I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense because there was I read the article. Because read the article. If you're going to comment on it, read the article. Because there was another female streamer. She was like getting fucking, suck my dick type thing. Like constantly barraged while she was playing. And so then they posted the clip on Twitter. I was like, I have to deal with this all the time. And then she replied with, I know, that's why I don't solo queue. I want to make Valorant fun for everybody. You know, corporate speech. We're doing our best to fix it. And I was like, reasonable. I kind of continue along with my day. But as you do, you read the comments. Holy shit. Fuck the internet and gamers. Like, the amount of if that's the way you are, get back in the kitchen. You know, she's only a bitch, pussy. My favorite one is, kids today couldn't last a minute in Xbox 360 game chat. And I thought it was hilarious because she was a middle-aged woman with 2 kids. But kids today can't handle it. Like, no, you fucking moron. She is the executive producer of a company who doesn't want people harassed when they're playing their game because that would negatively impact everybody involved. Why would you play a game if you're just gonna get fucking abused? I mean, there's always the crack. There's always a bit of crack. And there is that. But if you're just getting bombarded with insults and slurs and everything, there's just no point. But the replies were they were like, that's not true. It's the internet. Shut the fuck up. But yet, they were contradicting themselves by making the comments they were making. It's like, what do you mean? There's no negative bias against women. Get back in the kitchen. What the fuck? Are these people in a vacuum? Do they not understand how stupid that is? I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was frightening that people had such an adverse negative reaction to saying, yeah, I don't want people sexually harassed in my game. It's a problem. I hope we can fix it.
You know what's interesting?
What's interesting, Gentry?
I have never had anyone comment on that while playing a game. Instead, people think I'm a 12-year-old boy.
Use that as
and
your
they go, So I was when I first started playing Monster Hunter. This is a quick
So
story.
where's mommy?
So I was when I first started playing Monster Hunter, and I couldn't get past one of the first beginning monsters for some reason, and so I found this guy on an online session, and he was just helping me go through a couple of them.
Trying to groom you?
No, and so he was like, "Do you have voice chat? Because it'd be easier to talk instead of try to fucking type on the fucking Xbox." And I said, "Yeah." And so I turned on the voice chat, and literally like we played for like an hour, and then he was like, "So how old even are you?" Because I had just said I had a job. He's like, "So how old are you?" I thought you were like 13. I'm like, "I'm 18, about to be 19. He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah." Yeah.
You're a girl who plays video games?
I was like, he didn't even say that. He was just like, "Oh. Huh, you're older than me." And I was like, "Yeah." Uh-huh.
If we were in a relationship, I'd be the one to
Shut up. No, it was just very funny. Because the dude just was so confused. It was so funny.
We are spending a lot of time with this episode. This actually might end up being unironically 40 minutes. Nobody listens to the whole fucking thing anyway. Who cares?
We gotta talk about news.
One last thing. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh,
that's coming out. Yeah, it's Vikings now. I don't think it's been good since Black Flag.
I've never played any of them.
Black Flag was pretty good. The story was really good. Ship combat was really fun. It's just they turned it into a loot box money fest now. In Assassin's Creed, you have to now grind for leveled gear, which is just completely counterintuitive to the original experience, and it makes me hate what is becoming of the video game industry. Now, let's talk about actual news. Sleepy Joe.
Oh no.
Creepy Joe Biden has been accused of sexual assault by a lady named Tara Reid.
Don't you just love it when both of your main two candidates of your country for president have rape allegations against
Something
them?
that me and my dad always laugh about is why are all your politicians so old?
I don't know.
Why was every front runner for president was
like,
over 65?
Yeah, everyone you have to be 35 to run.
Yeah. Fair.
So apparently people don't respect anyone who is 35 or 40 or 50 and only respect you if you're 60 plus.
Joe Biden is falling apart. He cannot speak. If he runs up against Trump, he's going to lose because in debates, I like children jumping on my lap. What was it?
My
Poor kids
hair's
are just as
turned light
intelligent
in
as
the
white
sun.
kids. Joe Biden. Joe Biden said that poor kids are as intelligent as white kids. He said that. He said, "We don't believe in facts. We believe in science."
I'm just hoping if he gets in office, he's too stupid to do anything.
If he gets in office, he is going to turn to dust. Isn't he in his 80s? Trump's in his 70s. Hillary Clinton was in her 70s. Bernie Sanders, 70s. Elizabeth Warren, late 60s. I think Biden is pushing 80. I think he's 70 something. And if you hear him speak, he sounds like he's constantly in the middle of a stroke. And it's very scary. It is very scary that is your main
He sounds like he's sleep talking.
And then
everything he says just sounds like he's sleep talking it.
And now the funny thing is, if you remember the Brett Kavanaugh thing, which is big, and that was very iffy, in my personal opinion. A lot of there was that one lady who said that she attended rape parties, she was at a rape party and then she went to 4 others, because apparently going to one rape party wasn't good enough. We'll just go back 4 times, and that fell apart to the point where oh no, she's a Republican she's a Republican plant trying to make all the other accusers look bad. And then the actual main one, Christine Blasey Ford, it was, I don't know, I don't think anybody will ever know the truth. However, I think the way that they immediately made this woman the most credible person in the world and made this guy the most dishonest person in the world was fairly shady. But it was basically, Democrats were oh, obviously he did it, and Republicans were obviously he didn't, type deal. Which is okay, well, you expect that. It's party politics in America. But now it's the flip side. Instead of going, oh well, instead of we believe her type stuff, for the person accusing the Democratic nomination. It's like, no. False accusations, Nancy Pelosi. She's the Speaker of the House, I think. I think so. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
And she's like, well, Joe Biden is a man of great integrity, but we still support. Me too, but you know, come on, lads. Joe Biden, man of integrity.
I hate my country.
7 people have accused him, and there's video evidence of him forcing himself on a kid, like forcing kisses and stuff. Oh, it's only playful. He's only like 70, and he's trying to force himself onto children in front of cameras. But it's alright. It's Joe Biden. So they're saying, well, hang on, the allegations don't line up. It's 50-50 split from when I looked into it. It seems like half the people believe her, half people don't. But it's the treatment that she's getting from Democrats as opposed to Blasey Ford. Like, oh well, no, this was ages ago. You can't verify it. It's not true, type thing. But yeah, it was the other way around the last time, which I thought was funny. It was a funny observation. Oh, well, if it's true, obviously it's not funny, but you know what I mean. Just the nature of the partisan politics in your country is the absolute joke. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares about policy. It's red versus blue the whole time. Regardless of what's right or wrong, Republicans versus Democrats overrides everything else. I don't know. It's why you get nothing fucking done in your country. It's why your states are going to reopen when they shouldn't.
Oh my God, we're reopening tomorrow.
There was a lady, I read a story.
We have 29 million people in this state, and only 24,000 have gotten tested.
There's
Greg Abbott, you fucking idiot.
72-year-old lady with a frontline worker at Walmart got coronavirus, gave it to her husband, and they both died. There was recently in, I think, New York or New Jersey, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 trucks filled with decomposing bodies outside of a funeral home was found because they couldn't handle the amount of bodies and people that had died due to this virus. Yet, segueing, should I say, into our next topic, the people in Michigan who stormed the Capitol building armed.
Oh, because all fucking American protesters have to have fucking assault rifles on their back. For some reason, people think that's like proving their Americanness and proving their freedom is to wear a fucking assault rifle on their back. Like, okay, edgelord, put the gun home.
People are still dying, and Americans are going out armed to try and open the country up. If the country does full-scale open up, it's going to get a lot worse than it already has, and America has handled this. It's already going to get worse. We're going to get a second wave. Bad. We're going to get a second wave. It's going to kill like 3 times as many people, and it's going to be horrendous. All because the fucking country thinks that people's lives are worth less than the fucking economy. Sacrifice yourself to the line. Jesus. Your country baffles belief. It absolutely
I want to leave.
Beggars belief.
I want to leave. I want to escape. Please take me in. Any country besides... Not any country.
There's this
there are some that are worse.
Arrogance that surrounds American culture that thinks we're better than this virus. Let's open up.
Oh my God, have you seen all the people who like have the signs that say, I want a haircut. I want my nails done. Massage is essential service. Shut the fuck up. Actually. Holy fucking shit. Shut up.
Anyways. What the fuck are you doing, America? Get your shit together. Also, this is being a long episode, but who cares? Nobody listens to it when it's 20 minutes long. It doesn't make a difference if it's 40. In better news, Space Jam 2. Space Jam, come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. With LeBron James and Bugs Bunny. We've gotten the first look at the logo. You're disgusting. I just want to lighten up the room. Space Jam's coming out. Originally, the director of Black Panther was behind it. I don't know if he still is. I don't think he is anymore. But yes, keep an eye out. Space Jam 2.
In other news,
welcome to Jam.
Spinosaurus.
Yeah, I know nothing about.
This is my topic.
I just thought it was cool. There's a dinosaur with a tail now. I mean,
so
what's up?
Spinosaurus. If you don't know what Spinosaurus is, it is. I don't know how you would not know, but it's basically,
Most people
it was
don't.
it's an apex predator along the lines of T-Rex. It has a really long snout. It kind of looked like it had a crocodile head, but it had a crest along its back. And it used, people used to think it kind of had a body similar to a T-Rex. It had longer arms, but it still wouldn't walk on all fours. Still couldn't really use them. And then its tail was just, like your typical T-Rex tail. We know it didn't have feathers, but they just found a very well preserved fossil. I don't remember exactly where. A very well preserved fossil that showed there were extensions on the top of the tail that made it almost eel-like. That were, like, the tail was 2 feet tall. And it had like a fan. And it could move. It could kind of wave like an eel. And it would go from really, really thick spikes to like down to very thin, and you could tell that it would go into something soft like tissue that would just move around and help it swim. And so we used to think the Spinosaurus was, it would hunt fish. We knew that. But it wouldn't like spend its life in the water. But now, basically this is a dinosaur trying to evolve into a fish. It's like if a T-Rex decided one day, yeah, I want to be a fish now. And just did it. Basically, that's Spinosaurus. And it's a big thing because this is the most dramatic aquatic feature that we've ever seen a dinosaur evolve. A true dinosaur. Don't come at me with that fucking megalodon shit, Andrew. We're talking about real dinosaurs here.
Dinosaur.
That is a shark. But okay. Deinosuchus also wasn't, but they were it's the biggest. What?
I'm pretty sure the Megalodon X Yu-Gi-Oh card is dinosaur type. So
you're fucking
check
wrong. But it's the biggest. It just basically it revolutionizes how we see dinosaurs as creatures and the kind of diversity in how dinosaurs looked. Because, when you see Jurassic Park and they all just kind of look the same. They're all the same textured scales,
the Megalo
just
Smasher
bigger
X is a
or small.
dinosaur
I don't
type.
care. They're a little big, they're a
Come
little
on,
small.
Gentry, what's up?
Don't get on to me about how fucking Velociraptor's like 4 feet tall in the movies. It's chicken size. But dinosaurs are cool. Spinosaurus is even cooler now. It had an eel tail. It's cool.
Megalo Smasher X is still dinosaur type, so checkmate. But yeah, this is a long one. I kind of like this. This is more natural. This is fun. I enjoyed elongating the episode a bit. Like, kind of harkens back to the days that never happened. It just never happened. So, if you have listened this long, I'd be very
Before the
fucking
burning
surprised.
of the Library of Alexandria. That's what we're calling the purging of the YouTube channel.
I'm purged. I've done a lot of nothing because nothing ever happened. If you've listened this long, I commend you, and you're also lying because I can see the analytics.
And you
Bitch,
probably skipped
don't
the
fool
head
me.
or to the end if you.
Yeah,
you're
no, because the
watching this
analytics beat that because it goes by watch time instead of when
fancy.
people stop watching. Yeah, look at that. What if you have maybe one person who's like having a really long shit or something? Well done, congratulations. I have
You get
been.
nothing.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. I've been Andrew Doyle, or Doyle for short.
And I've been Gentry.
And the outro music will play.
Thanks.